What's going on, everybody? That's right, it's me, Willie Friday, aka The Catalyst. And I want to do a three-part series on 2019 and 2020. And 2019 sucked. And from what I gather, talking to different people, being on social media, that I was not alone in the fact that 2019 sucked. A lot of people agreed with me that 2019 sucked. So before we look back, or before I look back and recap why 2019 sucked for me, I'm going to start by talking about something that I always preach, something that I always speak about, something that I always try to instill in people. And that's whenever you take damage, whenever you're in the red, whenever you're faced with a loss, you need to ask yourself, before you start trying to ask yourself, how do I get back from it? Or how do I move forward? How do I get back where I was? The first thing you want to ask yourself is, what did I learn? Because if you didn't learn anything from the loss, if you didn't learn anything from this level, if you didn't learn anything from this trial and this test, then it's going to repeat itself. It's going to continue to happen. So I want to start right now with the top three things, because, man, when I say 2019 sucked, 2019 really sucked. It was really bad year. I haven't had this bad of a year in a long time. Probably since 1997 have I had this bad of a year. But anyway, I digress. I want to start with the top three things that I learned this year. So number one, I learned that I need to work on forgiveness. I need to learn how to forgive. I need to work on forgiving. It's something that I struggle with. It's something that I'm going to struggle with for a while because of the way that I set up myself and the way that I've pushed myself through certain things in life. Forgiveness has always been a struggle for me, because when you're looking for fire, a lot of times you look for the wrongs that people have done to you, and you look for the wrongs in the world, and that's what drives you forward a lot of times. But holding on to those things after the fact, after the motivation, after you've taken them into consideration to push you forward, is only going to poison yourself. And I'll do a whole nother video on forgiveness later on, but 2019 has taught me that I need to learn how to forgive. That's the first thing that I've learned this year, or I should say top thing that I've learned this year, is I need to learn how to forgive. Number two, I've learned that I need to not take things for granted. The biggest thing that I've probably taken for granted in the past is peace of mind. And you don't know how bad you take peace of mind for granted until your peace of mind is completely and utterly disturbed. Until it's hard for you to sleep, until it's hard for you to eat. You listen to music and you're not even listening to it, you're zoning out. You're watching TV and you're not even watching it. You're at work and you're just going through the motions. You're on your bike and you're pedaling. You really don't even realize how you got from point A to point B, because the whole time your thoughts are just... Peace of mind is probably the biggest thing that I've taken for granted, but I've taken several things for granted in my life, and this year and the years before, and that's something that I learned. Stop taking things for granted. Stop taking loved ones for granted. Stop taking good memories for granted. Stop taking good times for granted. Stop taking your peace of mind for granted. Stop taking God for granted. Okay? So number three, and it kind of ties into number two, I've learned the three most valuable resources in this universe are love, loyalty, and time. And I probably will do a separate video on that in the future too, about love, loyalty, and time. But in that order, those are the three most valuable resources in this universe. Love I cannot even begin to express how powerful the emotion and the character of love is, how much of burdens, how much sin, how much wrong, how much things can be cured with love. How many things can be turned around with love? And the beautiful thing about love is it only takes a little bit of love to beat a whole lot of hate. And again, that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day too. But loyalty too. Loyalty loyalty will keep someone from abandoning you when it's better for them and their situation to leave you there in dirt in the dust and go forward and be more secure and be more healthy and be more prosperous. They will stay with you because they're loyalty, because they remember, you know, why they should be loyal to you. Remember what you've done for them. So loyalty, and then time. Time is one of the greatest resources that we will ever have, because we never truly have it. You know, when you have time, when you find yourself with extra seconds, extra minutes, extra hours, use them. Use them wisely. Use them with your loved ones. Use them with the people that are loyal to you. Use them to create with your passion, whether it's artwork or videos or music or working out or video games or whatever your passion is. You have extra time, use it with that passion, and use it with your loved ones. So I'm gonna try to keep these videos under 10 minutes. So altogether they should be about 30 minutes for you to watch all 3 of the videos, and it's a 3-part series again, and it's gonna be about 2019 and going into 2020 and the new year. So this one is about what I've learned, because again, 2019 has been a rough year, and whenever you have a rough year and you've gone through a lot of your loss, not even a rough year, even a rough situation, you will need to ask yourself what you learned. And just to recap what I've learned: number 1, you need to learn how to forgive. Number 2, don't take things for granted. And number 3, love, loyalty, and time are the 3 greatest resources in this universe. All right, guys, thanks for watching. God bless, and as always, endure, believe, and rise.